Okay, a new community has begun. I've saved you guys all the glitching and re-rolling and so forth to get this group up. Now these guys have been bioengineered. I didn't go too crazy, as in limited to 4, but Hunter is a beautiful 4, to be fair. And I've given myself 10 plague cure, and that's it. So it's just a little something to make this challenge a little bit more doable in Lethal Zone. The first thing I am going to do to start all this, though, is instead of trying to loot up and even attempt it, I'm just going to grab the wizard van from the beginning. Now, it might be stupid, to be fair, because that wizard van has been a excellent backup plan for us. But, yeah, I'd rather just go ahead and have a car. The new strategy, we have a computer guy for more outposts if we get to that point. We really have like a 2-hour timer starting now. We have hygiene again for slightly more blood plague resistance, given that we can't craft any cure. And then lastly, on Hunter, the crazy maniac that has been bioengineered, he has recycling. So if we can get rather in the first day 2 construction outposts immediately. What? And if anything, I can use frag grenades to kill these first couple parts. Then we should have enough income to actually begin upgrading our command outpost. And so at the very least, we can answer the question of whether it changes when you upgrade it. Now, I don't think it does, but I'm still curious to do it when we're out in the middle of nowhere.
The air feels thick. There's gotta be a plague heart nearby. Probably lots of plague zombies too.
So I think beyond that, that's pretty much what we got going now. I may have also given a new passive rather than gorgeous environment, which was obviously, I think, more than fair. The fact that we cannot repair our weapons turned out to be a hugely detrimental thing. So this does have... Okay, it's got a sink, which I don't even think works without the infirmary, so it doesn't matter. So I gave it a sink. Those are the changes that have been implemented for this round of how fast can we kill plague hearts and pretend like we could actually build. Grenades will help. We went with Warlord for the M16s and the 50 cal, as always. And we went with the... Justin went with Trader for the 4,000 influence. Damn it, Justin.
Hello, my friend.
Oh, nobody got an 8 slot backpack to start it. It's disappointing.
We can't save everyone.
Now, I know in giving myself some help, it does, you know, it detracts a little bit from this, but it's my challenge. I mean, other people do this challenge, and I know that they run some pretty crazy survivors, and I'm just making some slight balance adjustments because there's some elements of this playthrough that are just pretty out of whack. Like the fact that we start starving to death. I think that's been the biggest discovery, is we really only have 3 days. It's so many different elements. You can't craft plague cures. You can't craft weapons. You can't craft toolkits. You can't maintain your stuff. Even if it is damaged, you can't repair it. You have to be so sufficient based upon what you loot and find. And that's okay. I mean, I know that's a part of the challenge, but that's also because we're playing on lethal through and through. And you can't drop off rucksacks. So you really can't build outside of what you can make through outposts as far as your base is concerned. You can't add food. So after the 3rd day, you begin to starve to death. All this stuff means that to really do this in a reasonable amount of time, like it's within it's completely possible if my grandma keeps improving and working her therapy. I'm trying to get her into a new therapy location right now. That in 2 weeks time I'm streaming, I hope. And you know, the idea is to go hard. So go hard just means at least 5 days a week again, I think. At least to begin with. I still probably have to work on the cabin. But yeah, so I kind of want to start getting this done, right? And this, oh, there we go, trader. What? That's okay though, because another part of this is it doesn't actually matter.
I can't catch my breath.
It's weird to have these guys actually be healthy again. Something doesn't actually matter. It's all about speed. But yeah, that's the one thing about this run is at least if the run succeeds, it's meant to be a fast run, because after the third day we're starving to death, like I've said. That still looks so much better on the mage well. Playing on Trumbull has turned out not to be to our advantage, really. Unfortunately. I wish that there were more skills, more traits that had to do with stamina recovery. Oh, damn it. Is he gonna use his 50 cal or what? Because I really don't feel like using one of 10 cures that we might have for the whole run just yet. Should have popped an energy drink from the beginning and sat here and was really hoping he would turn and look at him. In the beginning, there was the lead pipe and the plague heart. And we're already gonna have to use a fucking cure. I want to get these 2 material outposts ASAP, like within the first 3 episodes. I want the material outpost.
That's not good.
Look at that. See, we're already down. We had 1 melee weapon each, and we're already going to have 1 be broken. He doesn't have plague cure somehow, or doesn't have blood plague, even though everyone here is pretty much close to being infected already.
It's not easy. That's how we take this town back. Looks quiet for now.
Man, imagine, like, moment 1, day 1, our first action was, hey, let's go pop a heart. Probably should run back to base and get a cure in, but, well, you know. There we go. There's 1 of 2. And I'm gonna send him back because I don't feel like using up a cure on a follower. We actually spawned the trader this time. The boon, whatever, the trader boon guy has not showed up these last few times, so that'll be interesting if they did. Makes me want to get over there, but I'm gonna dismiss this guy first. Hunter, who should be basically the Devon of this playthrough. I don't go over the 4, but the 4 initial survivors and so forth, are the 3. But yeah, I mean, you're not. Good luck naturally rolling immortal, indefatigable, just keeps going, can take a punch. His weakness is still going to end up being Blood Plague, though. Okay, gotta go around. I forgot. We gotta dismiss the follower over here, too. Get one of two of the construction outposts going.
Shut up already.
It'll be a sad day when the wizard van goes away.
Really enjoy the piece
A
of
heavy
fire.
weapon would be a hugely helpful thing.
The outpost is up and running. And with just a bit more effort, it could really be something.
See material rucksack, what? He's 52%. Now we'll see if that sink, putting the sink in there actually helps. That's my way to try to somewhat offset the fact that we can't craft plague cures. Because you gotta think about Heartland. Like, everything is designed in there to make plague cure crafting easier because you're dealing with blood plague so much. We're dealing with blood plague so much in lethal zone that not being able to craft blood plagues, because you're not gonna find them in lethal zone and looting difficulty. That's the first thing.
That's the last of them. I guess this trip was worth it after all. Where should I put this?
And these just don't matter. I never want to admit to myself they don't matter because I want them to matter. But yeah, they just don't matter. Either do the parts.
Do something with this.
I just keep kind of hoping I can get a toolkit out of it. Out of breaking down one of those rucksacks. I know that is an option. Starblade is unfortunately just really generic and bad. Okay, there's one of two. I'm gonna go talk to the trader, see if they've got a heavy weapon. We got 4,000 influence, so I'm not worried about that. And I want to clear this town, but since I said that the goal was in the first 3 episodes to get... There we go, we got 2 traders going on right now. A network satellite would be really, really good. But since our goal is, speaking of... I'll bet you if we do get that upgraded, which is 15 freaking material, it's still gonna take a minute. I don't even know if we can do that. Even at 6 per day, that's 2 days. And the 3rd day, we're starving to death.
Let's haggle.
Yeah, okay.
I'll buy a heavy weapon. I'm willing.
I'm looking to do some trading.
Okay, I guess so.
Better not have
Toolkit.
fun carrying this.
Definitely will take a toolkit. I mean, the only thing we ever seem to get out of buying one of these rucksacks is
We've made good partners. I think they'll give us better
Snacks.
products in the future. And trade is the key to our survival.
let's go to this wandering trader. Where's our morale at from killing a heart? Oh, we're stable. Holy shit. There's an SUV in the middle of nowhere. Seeing stable when we're at northeast rally point. I mean, it's northeast. The description of this is going to be the hobo with the shotgun run. Northeast rally point against the world. And then go into how... It turns out if you choose to play State of Decay without a base, you've also just created like... Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Sorry. You know, Trumbull Valley is a weird map to play when you're not doing the story content for it. Even though I think it's their best map and I really like that there is content specifically designed for it, that's what they should do going forward with State of Decay 3, is do their maps like that. I've noticed that when you play it like we're playing it here, which is just speed running it or playing it normally, it's not as smooth. You're getting less dynamic enclaves, and there's a lot of set linear content that's sort of stopping the natural flow that you're accustomed to. instead like Providence or Cascades, etc., from occurring. In fact, we're getting a lot of the same, like the auto people. Those are the people we've gotten the last 5, whatever, however many runs this has taken already. I think this is the 5th. So all 4 have ended with, wow, this is a really nice trader to find early. It's just really too bad we can't craft. But I'll definitely take Sem Blocker. And there's no reason not to. There's no reason not to take the floater gas grenades and use them. I just wish she had cure on her. What do you know? The Echo Lab, though. This is why I think the Echo Lab should have like St. Mercy. St. Mercy, you get freaking meds per day, infection resistance. Why not have that lab be all about infection recovery when you drop somebody off back at base? Now, Marshall has been the town where everything has gone to shit every time. And I'm going straight to it because I want that second construction outpost immediately. Immediately, because that'll be making us 4 material per day. That 4 material will get us real fast to, much faster than normal, to at least upgrade the 2 construction outposts, which will bring us to 4 and 6, which would mean 2 days time. Again, I know we kind of mapped this out from the first moment and it became immediately funny because the plan is not looking too good. There is one thing that can change the plan in a heartbeat, though. If I can find a signal antenna or a network booster. Well, that would change it, except for the fact that I have to... we still have to upgrade the command post, don't we? Man. It's tricky, dude. It's really tricky. We've got the influence. We have got the freaking influence. We just don't have any way to properly spend it. Oh, only 1 gas can. We did get a heavy weapon though, right? Yeah, look at all that impact. Heavy as hell though. No silenced rifle, and as we saw the last playthrough, we start shooting our guns, smelling our guns, and shooting our guns off. It's all downhill pretty fast. It just never stops. You know, I could have taken advantage of the Wilkerson stashes. That could have maybe helped. But to be fully honest, it wasn't. Our problem was never our supplies. I still had a couple plague cures. We still had Adderalls. We still had some meds. We were running low. I think we were down to our last damn plague cure. But that being said, wow, we're gonna get Tressie early. I'll take it. Things might not be as chaotic quite yet since it's halfway through day 1. But yeah, that became our limiting factor was the starvation. Starvation and the inability at that point to repair our melee weapons. So we ran out of melee weapons altogether. We didn't have a silencer on the rifle. The rifle broke or was about to break. So it's the cost, keeping up with the cost of killing plague hearts fast becomes a double whammy because we can't utilize our base to offset some of the cost. But day 1, this is why it's so important that we move quickly now while we still can.
I brought back the good stuff.
Hey there, I'm Tressie. Thanks for coming. I got chased in here by some Zeds and I didn't feel safe on my own.
I really shouldn't be fast searching the way I've been.
Before I could. That's good.
Well, let's just go, because I'm sure you just want to go to the odious lab.
Coming this way.
Get in the wizard van, Tressie. For those of you who watched the last episode and were a part of this mission, I really think you got a special episode, because that was
Killer teamwork.
completely ridiculous. I've never had that many zombies, and it was so many zombies that it broke the quest. Like, the game didn't even know how to handle what was occurring at that point. 2 Halligan tools. Remember when the Halligan tool used to weigh nothing? It was like 0.1 pounds. That was stupid damage for me to take. I'll admit it. This is good though, because Tressie is an enclave, and
I'll mark the location on your map.
yeah.
Not far.
Just having an enclave with a really powerful survivor in it that we can race back to in Marshall is pretty huge. Tressie can die. I mean, Tressie nearly died twice, and I've seen her go down to almost no health. I don't know that she can catch blood plague. They might save her from that, but I do know she can die. So just have, but it's tough. It's really tough to kill her, and her base, her little house that they gave her is like really safe. So putting her in town is big. And there we go. There's -1 food.
I'm gonna show you something called the plague wall.
And what's this guy's hero bonus? Material per day. Oh. So that brings us to 7. It's still a 2-day. But
These are plague walls. Well, they used to be. A few months back, they basically took over downtown Marshall.
Really? They don't look very aggressive.
all
to
the
me.
dead walls should look like this.
You weren't here. Luckily, somebody figured
Just
out how
tighten
to
it up
kill
just a little bit. I think make the colors slightly more vibrant, but I think that's the right way. The blue gray and the sort of off green.
They threw everything they had at the walls, but nothing worked. Finally, one of their scientists
The walls, they came a tumbling down.
took them down. Honestly, we got lucky. Could have been a lot worse. Time for me to head home. Zed's coming in from all over.
I definitely shouldn't have made that kind of noise in Plague territory. That was dumb of me. Thankfully, it's day 1.
Me back home? You mind getting me back home?
She's so close, she should just run. But again, getting Tressie in town and actually alive and functioning. We couldn't even get her enclave set up in the last playthrough. There was so many missions that bugged out in the last playthrough. The hippopotamus mission didn't work out. The
For the company.
memories of Marshall bugged out.
Marshall is plenty dangerous, but not as bad as it used to be. And if you're looking to scavenge, it has
Have you experienced Lethal Zone before?
I'm curious. What keeps you in Marshall?
I'm curious like a cat. That's why my friends call me Whiskers.
They have some intriguing properties, even though they're not biologically active, technically speaking. At the moment, I only have some theories, but if they pan out, it could be a real breakthrough.
This is like the most lived-in house in all of State of Decay 2. These windows are kind of high. Like, yeah, the zombies just have a really tough time getting in here, which I appreciate. I just think these doors need locks on them. I mean, she manages to live in Lethal Zone.
I think we can help each other out.
Okay, yeah.
I get it, plot armor and everything, but that's pretty nutty.
Hey there. Hey.
I think we can help each other out.
Sure.
Tressie is probably my favorite NPC in State of Decay. I just like her. I like the house they made for her. I like that she's a scientist. And I like her backstory.
Plague zombies in all directions.
Okay, there's 3 hearts. I'm gonna kill 3 hearts. Let's call it an episode.